Hi, since I last recorded, I got a new job and a new PC, so quite a few things have changed. I don't think I'll record as often because I don't have as much time anymore, but whenever I have a few minutes of free time and I have nothing else to do, I guess I'll try to record some of these videos. I'm gonna try to find some other things to play maybe, or maybe some other types of videos, but for now I wanted to go back to OpenGuessr because I saw that quite a lot has changed since I last played. They added a bunch of new things actually. They did have the leaderboards before, but they're quite different now. I think they changed the format. They did add multiplayer. I don't have any friends sadly, so I don't have anyone to play with. They added competitions, which I think these are player made, but I assume it's a mix of player made and also made by the people that make OpenGuessr. They've added a bunch of new maps, quite a lot of new maps. Once again, you have community spotlights, community maps, right? Like everyone can make their own maps now, which is quite nice. They still had capital cities. Oh, didn't mean to do that, but capital cities and famous places that had that before. I do remember that because I played it before. What is new, however, and they did not have since I last played it, is the quizzes and the guides one. I do not believe they had anything like that before. I will probably check out some of the quizzes too, but for today I think we're gonna go back to some of the old favorites, and then we're gonna try some new ones. Okay, so what I actually wanted to do is try 1-second guesses again, but I was unable to find it. And I didn't want to waste too much time, so I think I'm going to try the quizzes first and actually see how they are. I'm going to try with what I believe to be the easiest for me at least, which is European flags, so let's begin. Right, the first one, of course, it's the gold or yellow and white with the papal keys and the papal hat. So this is, of course, Vatican City. This is considered to be one of the oldest flags in the world, I believe, which is Denmark. It has the Scandinavian cross. I think it's St. George's cross, but this is the Slovakian flag. It has a patriarchal cross and I believe these represent the 3 highest peaks of the Carpathians or something like that. It was either that or I think it might have been a Hungarian thing, but don't quote me on that. The highest peaks in the former Kingdom of Hungary, but it is Slovakia, so maybe for them these 3 hills represent something else. I actually don't remember, but it is Slovakia. This is one of those tricolors that has a very interesting combination of colors. This is Lithuania. Don't know much about their flag. This is Luxembourg, another tricolor. This is North Macedonia, of course, it has the Macedonian sun on it. This is, of course, Kosovo, which is interesting. Every time one of these games has Kosovo as a country or something like that, I always think it's funny because they're basically taking a political stance on something that's not recognized by the UN, but I mean, you know, that is what it is. This is Portugal. I actually don't know what their little coat of arms here signifies. I do know that I think this inner shield signifies the former Portuguese kingdom, but everything else I do not know. I know this is a Republican flag, however, but it is Portugal. This is the Czech Republic or Czechia. Very interesting is that technically this is the Czechoslovak flag. I believe these two, the white and the red, are supposed to signify the old kingdom of Bohemia, and then this blue triangle was supposed to represent Slovakia or something like that. And then after the breakup, both countries were supposed to have new flags, but the Czech Republic just decided to keep the old Czechoslovak flag. Ah yes, the IKEA colors. This is of course Sweden, another Nordic cross. This is Latvia, the red with a very thin white stripe. This is San Marino, which is, I believe, one of the oldest nations in the world. I know they were a thing during the time of the Roman Empire. Well, the very late Roman Empire, but still. And I believe the nation itself is basically just a monastery. This is Slovenia. I don't know much about their coat of arms. I'm sure these signify the Alps or something like that, but it is Slovenia. This is Austria, of course, which is a lot like the Latvian flag, except the red color is a bit more red rather than maroonish, and all three bands are of equal size. Of course, this is the Swiss flag, which has the white cross on it. This is Croatia with the what do you call it, the chess pattern on it. And then, of course, I think these represent all of the different regions of Croatia. I believe this middle one is Dalmatia. I'm not sure. I know one of these is Slovenia. Sorry, I forgot the name of it. I think there is another region within Croatia called Slovenia or something like that. I don't think it's Slovenia, but it's something, related to the word Slav. The double-headed black eagle, of course, this is Albania. One of my least favorite flags in all of Europe, which is the Bosnian flag. I know these very weird random shapes are supposed to represent something, but it's just bad design in my opinion. I know that the fact that these stars are cut off are supposed to represent that they're going on forever. I think the stars have something to do with Europe or something like that. I don't remember honestly, but yeah, it's Bosnia. This is the Maltese flag. Yep. Once again, I think this is supposed to represent the... Oh god, I forgot the name of it. I think this is supposed to represent the Knights Order, but I'm not sure. But it is Malta, nonetheless. Of course, one of the flags that started the whole tricolor thing in all of Europe. It didn't start it, but it did spread the idea of having a tricolor flag, which it is, of course, France. This is weirdly colored. This is the Hungarian flag, but the colors are a bit off. I'm not sure if it's something with my monitor or if I have some Chrome extension that's causing this, but yeah, it is Hungary, another tricolor, of course. Of course, Spain with their coat of arms that within it has coat of arms from all of the former kingdoms that now form the Kingdom of Spain. If I remember correctly, this is supposed to represent like the Kingdom of Aragon. This is supposed to represent the Kingdom of Leon. This is Navarra, I believe, and I think this is supposed to be the former Kingdom of Castile. It is Spain. This is the Romanian flag. It's a lot like the French one, but it has yellow instead of white. This is Liechtenstein, of course. It has a nice red and blue and a crown on top of it. This is Bulgaria, another interesting color choice, let's say. I think it's one of the only... Actually, it's not one of the only ones. There's a lot of Slavic nations that don't use the same color scheme of red, white, and blue in different ways with the coat of arms. But there are others, like Poland doesn't use it. Can't think of another. Well, Montenegro technically doesn't use it. They only have the red thing with their symbols. But yeah, this is Bulgaria. Well, speak of the devil, I believe this is Poland. I mean, it's only Poland. It could be like Monaco or something. The reason why I'm skeptical is because I've read so many Poland Ball comics when I was a teenager that now every time I see the actual Polish flag, I think it's wrong. This is This is Iceland. Another Nordic cross. That is... Oh god. Oh Jesus Christ. I don't know where the hell they got this flag from, but that is horrible looking. So that is the flag of Moldova, which it has the Romanian colors, plus the Moldovan coat of arms, which is an eagle with a cross in its beak and the... I forgot the name of it. It's like a European bison, essentially. But that is not how it looks like. I'll put up a photo of how the actual Moldovan flag looks like, but this looks like it was done in paint or something, Jesus. I did mention the Montenegro flag earlier. Another really cool flag. It has the red with the golden border and the golden double-headed eagle on it with the crown. That is Montenegro. This is Norway, another Nordic cross. This is the Ukrainian flag, of course, the blue and yellow. This is the German flag, another tricolor. This is the Greek flag. This is, of course, the flag of Ireland. And this is Belarus. I know that Belarus has this very intricate... It's like a traditional design. I know that a lot of Eastern European clothing have... Well, not just clothing, but just any textiles in general, like even rugs and stuff like that. They all have like this type of pattern on it, or similar to it, not this exact one. This is typical of Belarus, I believe. Then we have the Belgian flag. Another tricolor. This is the flag of Andorra, of course, which very similar to the Romanian one or the Moldovan one, but it has a different coat of arms. I do know that these stripes are supposed to represent the county of Foix or something like that. That's a county, I believe it's split between, it's a medieval county that's split between Spain and France. It's similar to the flag of Aragon because I think they also have like a similar origin, but in this case it does represent Foix and not Aragon. And then you have, I believe this is the local bishopric or something, because Andorra has a very interesting history where it's technically supposed to be, even though it's an independent country, I think the head of state is supposed to be the king of France. And of course, France is not a monarchy anymore, it's a republic. But it's also kind of co-ruled or something like that by the local bishop. Of course, these are like medieval or like Renaissance or early modern. I don't even remember when this was founded, but they basically didn't change anything, even though the Catholic Church and the Kingdom of France have changed significantly since then. Andorra has basically remained the same. Of course, this is the flag of Italy, another tricolor. United Kingdom, once again, the flag is like a mix of all of the different areas they rule. Like they have the, They have the St. George Cross, which represents England and Wales, because Wales is a part of England, technically, and England is a part of the United Kingdom, but there's kind of a hierarchy on it. That's why the Welsh flag is not represented. Well, it is represented by the St. George's Cross. Then you have the Cross of St. Andrew, which represents, I believe, both Scotland and Northern Ireland, but I think the difference between the two is that one is red striped and the other one is white striped or something like that. But I think it represents both. Yeah, I think the white bands are supposed to represent they're supposed to represent Scotland, and the red is supposed to represent Northern Ireland, or well, Ireland, but now it represents Northern Ireland. I did mention this. This is Monaco, which is the Polish flag but reversed. This is the Netherlands, which is like the French flag but on its side. Although I think the shade of blue is different, and the red might be as well. Yeah, this is Serbia. They also use the Pan-Slavic colors plus the Serbian coat of arms. This is Estonia, another tricolor. I do like the color scheme though, of blue, black and white. This is Finland. They also use the Scandinavian cross, even though they're not Germanic. They're the only Scandinavian country, I believe, that's not Germanic, and they use the same Scandinavian cross or Nordic cross. Yep, I mean, as I said, I know most of the European flags because I'm mostly familiar with Europe since I live there. But let's see what else. We can do in these quizzes.